What's happening, guys? So Nate back here, and in today's video we're gonna touch on something that I talked about previously, which is a mental barrier when you're starting your Facebook advertising career, getting over that fear factor of running ads and spending money. I'm gonna give you a tactical tip how to get over that coming up right after this. So there was a video in the past that I made and it resonated with a lot of people. A lot of people says, that is me, that is exactly me. And I said, hey, the last thing you wanna do is be staring at your ad account, because the next thing you know is it's $1 a click, $1.50 a click, $1.70 a click, $1.90 a click, boom. You get freak out and you turn it off way too fast. When you do that, you end up spending more money, because then you start another test and then you have that same oh crap moment and you turn those off, and then you start another test and you have oh crap. You never give it a chance to actually play out, and maybe those $2 cost per click is just a temporary during the day scenario where it might drop and start getting, 70 cent, 80 cent cost per clicks on average, but you never let it happen, so you end up spending all this extra money because you started and you stop it. You started a brand new one, you stopped it too early, and that's the downward spiral that can happen. I never gave you a reason how to overcome that besides just saying, figure it out in your mind how to do it, right? But I wanted to give you something today that's actually a little bit more, it's a better way to get over that mental barrier. If you think about your budget for advertising, a lot of you have I have $300 to my name, I have $500 to my name, I have $1,000 to my name, and you have to make something work. That's the wrong way to think about it. You should not have that kind of thoughts. What you should have instead, and this is the tactic that's gonna work and it's gonna help you actually get success, is you need A, an income source, and B, a budget. So what does that mean? You need an income source like a job, right? You have to, if you're just getting started, you better have either someone that's gonna fund you, or you're gonna have a job that you get additional funds every month from. You have to have money coming in that you can rely on, A, for your living expenses, and B, for your business expenses, right? So you wanna start a business, you wanna eventually quit your job, but you got to be able to afford to start a business, because businesses aren't, it takes money to run a business. It takes money to make money. What I recommend you to do for this mental barrier, hey, I'm spending money, I'm not having any success, what do you do? What I'm gonna tell you is, it's very simple. You're gonna create a budget for your testing. So you say, I have a budget of $300 per month, okay? So your budget is $300 a month. That means you have $10 per day, 30 days in a month, $10 per day. You gotta set up a system for your business that you're gonna spend that $10 per day no matter what. No matter what, you're gonna spend that. If you have a winner, you're gonna spend it. Or you're gonna spend more if you have a winner, because you're gonna start scaling up. But for testing purposes only, you need to create a budget for testing purposes. That's whatever that budget is. If it's $300 a month, you're gonna spend $10 a day on testing no matter what. If you can't test every day, you're gonna say, okay, I don't have enough time in the day, I'm gonna do tests 3 times a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm gonna set up my test. That means you're gonna do, if you still have that same budget, right? You're gonna do, what is that, $20, I guess, maybe a little less, $23 a day or something for those 3 tests, $23 for those 3 tests. Whatever it is, you wanna get in the habit of, hey, I set up this test, it did not work, I don't care, because that was test budget anyways. So if you have that in your mind, if you have that thought process that says, hey, I have to spend this money, this is part of my business now as a testing budget, whether I'm making money or I'm not making money, this money is getting spent no matter what. If you come into business with that mentality, if you come into, even when you're just getting started, you're gonna know that when things are working, you're still having that test budget, and when things are not working and you have nothing working, nothing's selling, you still have that test budget. And because you have your income source of your job, or someone's giving you money to fund a business, you have a source that you can rely on for X amount of months, right? You're gonna have that $300 a month test budget. $10 a day, test budget, whatever it is, right? That's just an example, but that's what you want to come in from, because then you're not going to be as scared when you don't have to look at your ad account every hour, because you're going to say, I don't care if I spend that 10 bucks, right? You want to spend that 10 bucks. That's part of that. You're going to, it's like, I have to spend that $10 today because tomorrow I get a new $10. That's what you want to kind of come into the scenario for whatever, you know, like when you're getting started. That's kind of how you want to phrase things in your mind, how to overcome the spending when things aren't working, right? Because if things aren't working, you're like, I'm putting up money, but it's not working. I better pause it. And then you're gonna have, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try this instead. And you put it up, and then it doesn't work, and then you kind of get discouraged. You want to come in from the point of, hey, I got this budget, I have to spend it, and you know that, hey, other people are making this work. Other people are successful with this business. I know I can be successful. So if I follow this testing budget, right, then you will eventually figure it out and you will make it work. Stick around long enough and you can make pretty much anything work in most things, like not just print on demand, but like you can become an expert in many, many hobbies and many careers, and whatever. You stick around long enough, you become an expert, you become a master of that hobby or a career or whatever you're trying to do, right? So that's the idea, that's the goal when you're testing ads on Facebook. Come it from a budget standpoint, not from a, I have X amount of money, I need to make it work. You do that, you're gonna fail. It's just it creates exponentially harder for you from a mental standpoint. If you say, I only got this much money, it's not working. And then, you know, you just get more and more tight. You look at your ad account more and more often, you overanalyze, and things go, you know, go sour faster when you come from that standpoint. What you want to come from is, I got this budget, I have to spend it no matter what. Let's make this work. And tomorrow you have a new budget. If you spend yesterday, if you spend a whole month worth, if you spend 2 months worth, it's not going to matter. And you want to choose a budget that you can afford. If you can't afford $1,000 a month, you can't afford $30 a day, do not set your budget to $30 a day, because you want to have a budget that you can afford to do forever until it actually starts working. And if you do it that way, then maybe your budget's only $5 a day, right? $5 a day is probably too little. You probably need a minimum of $10 a day. If you do my 30-day challenge, like I say, one ad set, one design, one niche per day, and you put $5 on that. Now you could, if you did my 30-day challenge, you could do that spread across not just 30 days, but you could do 30 niches spread across longer period of time. You could do that spread across 150 days, because each one you're supposed to let run for, you know, 5 days if it's got under $2 link clicks. So you could take that 30-day challenge, spread it out, and now you have your 30-day challenge but across more time, and that can also work. And then you can do your $5 a day testing. So that's possible, right? But basically, yeah, just get in the habit of saying, this is my test, this is I must spend this, and this is how you're gonna overcome the mental barrier of spending money with ads when things aren't working. It's gonna help you a little bit. I hope that you like this video, guys. Let me know your feedback in your comments down below. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next video.